Welcome to another episode of Games Done Slow and Bad. We're gonna do something weird today. We're gonna play some Legend of the River King for the Game Boy Color. Oh boy. So, this game, for context, is a fishing game that was on the Game Boy. One of the things I always liked about the Game Boy is that there were a large number of different games you could play that were very odd. Very odd. So, one of those games is Legend of the River King. It is a fishing game in which you are out... Well, we'll get a little bit of context right here. Sister, moan, moan. Listen carefully, too. Cure... Am I going to bother? Disease, we must catch the fish called Guardian. However, we do not know where he lives, and we must look for him. Big brother, I am suffering. Oh, the writing is amazing. Pull yourself together. Please, catch the Guardian. For Terry-you. Sure, we'll go with that. I understand, Mom. Leave it to me. Take this charm for your safety. So begins the quest for catching the Guardian. So, one of the things I always appreciated about the Game Boy is just the sheer level of nonsense that you could actually play on it. You know, everyone had Pokemon back in the day, or Link's Awakening, or, you know, whatever else. But, how many people were going around doing some hardcore fishing? So, this is the village you start in. I believe that is the inn. Down here is the fish merchant. Here is the bait shop, and there is your home. Where the rest of these people live, I have really no clue. Nor do I care. So it's that simple. Alright, bait shop guy. What do we have for options? We have a large rod. Oh yeah. Casting rod, a lure rod, and a fly rod. We only have $100, so we can't buy any of these lovely things right now. We can also buy bait. What do we have right now? Not much if memory serves. So let us grab 2... I already have it. It's not gonna let me do it, huh? Okay. Oh, I want a lure. No, do I need a lure? What's it gonna do? Alright, so, with my bait in hand, I approach and I press on my Super Nintendo pad the Y button, and I cast. And now those little blips in the water are fish. So this is you have to imagine you're traveling in the car with your parents, and you're on a road trip. And you had your Game Gear and you played it for about 15 minutes and the battery died, as the Game Gear would. Yeah, now you're sitting here and you're like, what else am I going to do? I've played 15 minutes of Sonic. So you pop in Mario, you play that for a minute, you get bored. Then you're like, hey, I could fish. So it's a mini game basically. And he swims. He continues to swim until he gets tired. At which point you reel him in until it starts to slow down, then you let him go. And the mini game is basically to reel him in as much as possible before he slows down to the point where he starts pulling against you. Because when he does that, I get it? See, he actually gets sort of a second wind and swims further away, usually towards the bottom corner of the screen. When he gets to the bottom corner of the screen, he gets away. So it's a matter of sort of patiently reeling him in. And once we catch a fish, we can sell the fish, and that allows us to purchase more items. And I caught a trout. 37 centimeters. Sounds pretty good. Oh, I need bait. Oh, I love it. Oh, I love it. So I'm playing the Super Game Boy 2, which is a lovely device that allows me to play Game Boy Color games on a slightly better Super Game Boy. And it allows me to play with the ability to use a link cable, which is pretty big. I have a few games that require a link cable, so I'm quite excited for this. I've run into a few technical problems, but I believe they can be overcome. And I'm excited to bring you some content that I'm going to bet you've never seen before. Starting with this. So, this is, I would say, an RPG, and we're right now only experiencing the fishing element of it, which I'll tell you is probably the most relaxing element of it. I have fond memories of sort of driving around in the car with my mother, her running errands, and I have my Game Boy out playing this. Because you can easily drop 45 minutes to an hour doing this, because there are certain types of fish in different areas. So not only did you have to do the fishing, but you had to learn where all the fish are. That involved talking to NPCs, and as you can see, the translation is not super strong on this, so some of the NPCs are a little janky to talk to, but it was really interesting, obviously, to go through the game and try and figure out where everyone is. Move here. I just want to catch this fish right here. He's calling to me. So the other thing is they react to the type of bait you're using, so this might not be the right bait. So let's see if I can trigger the next part of this game. Arguably, the weirdest part. I believe there's a trading sequence here, and I'm going to talk to you. What do you need? Tonight's side dish is cutthroat trout. It looks like a side dish for dinner. You can talk to the guy first. So this is a trading sequence, and I'm trying to trigger another piece of this. There's a combat element to this game, which I always found mind-boggling. Not only do I need to fish things, but I need to play a little combat minigame. Old Raft Master, if you want a raft, please catch some rainbow trout for me. Now, if memory serves, I believe rainbow trout are upstream. And when I say if memory serves, I haven't played this game since I was like 12. I'm not going to tell you how old I am now, although I'm sure someone will probably put it in the comments. Thank you, Katie. It's been a while, so memory will not serve me here. What do you got to say? Granddad, I have become a hermit, and I study everything. Of course I know everything about fishing. If you catch a char for me, I will teach you about fishing. That's okay. I'm gonna just catch these fish. Come on. No? I'll actually come over here and catch these fish instead. Yes, because I know everything about fishing. Alright, can I catch you? So, throughout this limited series, and I'm going to call it a limited series because I'm probably going to do like 1 or 2 videos, see how they do. It's weird, it's different, it's probably not going to catch on very well. I'll reassess. I'm going to do a lot of edits and a lot of cuts here and there to make this a little bit more pleasant for you because, yes, I understand, it is still a fishing game. I get it. It may not be your cup of tea, but, you know, hey, for me, there's some strong nostalgia associated with this game, and damn it, I want to play. So, get over it. Alright, let's move to a larva bait. So, one thing I always appreciate about this game is when you are fishing, it actually mutes that hideous combat. Alright, so this is a combat system. You can fight, you can eat, or you can escape. So basically, you want to put the little fist over the guy, and then click. And if you are over him, it will do damage. And by the way, everyone has a sweet spot as well. For the crow, I believe it's his face. Alright, and I actually got XP for that. For whatever reason, they felt like that was necessary for the game. So yeah, I'll be playing this game for a little bit, and we'll see what happens. But one of the things I appreciate about it is the fact that the hideous music shuts off when I'm fishing. And I just hear a little bit of cricket noise. There was a follow-up to this game as well, Legend of the Sea King, which I have been unable to attain in my lifetime. not only now, obviously, where it's a lot more difficult to find these nostalgic games that you grew up with, but I never had it as a kid, because my local Toys R Us did not actually carry it. And let me tell you, my local Toys R Us did me well. When I had my obscure JRPG games, and I needed to go find them, it generally took care of me exceptionally well. I also had a KB Toys nearby, which helped sort of double that down, but they did not help me through with this one. I would like one of you to please take this bait, please. Please? Please and thank you? Pretty please? Pretty please take this bait? Ah, here we go, another one. This is going to be so much more seamless for you. For me, there's a lot of sitting around. So, again, minigame, I need to reel him in until he slows down. And it should be good right about there. Alright, come on, bud. So, what do we do with these fish? Well, I will probably show that off after I catch this one. Come on, bud. I'd also like to point out the border around this is actually the default border. Oh, rainbow trout, sweet. Alright, now I'll go give it to the Raft Master. Making good timing. So the border around is the default border that comes with the Super Game Boy 2. So if you're unfamiliar with the product, you would plug it into your Super Nintendo and it allowed you to play games for your Game Boy. This one in particular allowed me to play a lot more better color games with an expanded color palette. Beautiful rainbow trout. I will build you a raft now. Would you please fetch me lunch for my granddaughter while I'm working on the raft? Yep, she needs cutthroat trout. We already know that. I believe I remember where they are. So this border comes default with the game. It's preloaded into the snake. This guy always messes me up. Well, and I'm dead. So that was fun. So I still have my whatevers, my baits. Yep. So yeah, if you die, you go back to the inn area. If you want to heal up and re-top up your HP, you'll have to pay. I'm not doing that. Not today, buddy. I will just die again, if need be. Maybe I can run away. Yep. Ah, you son of a bee. Okay. A lot of fun. Alright. I guess since this is relatively unsuccessful, let me walk down to the fisherman's hut really quick and show you the process of selling the fish. It's actually incredibly simple. I walk into the fisherman's hut. I talk to this gentleman right here. You got some fish? Yes, I did. And basically, based on the size of the fish, you get a certain amount of G. So I'm going to get 40 G, because I have one between 21 and 40. So now I'm actually running a net profit from when I started, and I really haven't used all that much bait. So as you can see, it's pretty easy to stack up some quick monies. You're going to bite me again, aren't you? I want to escape, please. Thank you. Yep, there's no bait. I do need bait. Bait, let's go with the larva, which is serving us very well. Fish do not like being casted on as well. So you saw that little guy freak out. It's because I threw the piece of bait right on top of his face hole. They are not a fan of that. That one did the same thing. They do not enjoy having bait thrown right on top of their face hole. Not recommended. So yeah, this is the game itself. We'll be throwing in some creative cuts here, and you'll see me next when I get my next fish. Alright, we're back. Oh, cutthroat trout, no! Oh, that's the worst. Okay. I am wondering if this is one of those fish that requires a small hook, in which case I'm going to have to grind. So yes, it is a typical JRPG in that you basically have to grind your way up. You don't just get the small hook, you have to go buy the small hook. Ain't nobody giving you anything. Alright. We'll rejoin next fish. Yep. Cutthroat trout need smaller hooks. So we are going to abandon our cutthroat trout fishing area and walk back over here. Yeah, I know there's no bait because he ate my freaking bait. Thank you, cutthroat trout. Alright, another one. Let's see how this one goes. He's gonna swim right off the screen, isn't he? Nope. Okay. Alright. Good times. Come on. Yes! What do we got? We got a trout. 46 centimeters. Perfect. So this is the problem with using a baited hook rather than a lure, is I find myself very often having to rebait. And bait is not free. Bait costs money. So this is a very inefficient way to go about this process of fishing. If we can grind a little bit and get a nice lure, that will obviously save us a lot of time and money, because then we can catch many fish with one lure. I would like to catch one more fish, and then we will probably change pace to go catch that cutthroat trout. Alright, so enough of that. That was several minutes of my life I'm never going to get back. So let's sell the one fish we actually do have. Now let's go get ourselves some gear. I can't fish here. What are you talking about? Alright, 50. Yes. So 185. Not bad. Not bad at all. I will absolutely take that any day of the week in this game. But we need one more little thing to make this work. We need this guy to sell me a small hook. It's under tackle. This is the rod. I only have a small rod. I can get a sinker or a floater. And I'm going to switch to a small hook. I have 9. I can lose everything. That's the thing about this game that is probably the most frustrating, is in certain situations I lose my hook and I'm hosed. If I could please stop hitting the button that changes it to that god-awful brown color, that'd be great. Just wonderful. We'll be back in just a second when we catch this lovely, lovely cutthroat trout. What on earth is this? This is assuredly not a cutthroat trout. Oh, and he's a scotch tough. Woohoo! Alright. What is this thing? So you can see this, there's a balance in this game. Because sometimes you can reel them in 75% of the way in one go. Sometimes you basically just have to pull and then immediately let go, otherwise you're hosed. So, it's not coming out this turn, let him go. Far. Yep, he's out. I got him. I think. Maybe not. Yes. Yeah. Bullhead. 8 centimeters. Oh, that's awesome. That's probably, like, of a size you legally have to put it back in the water. Because it's clearly not a mature fish. That's the equivalent of basically fishing for minnows. Like, oh, you caught a minnow. Great job. What are we going to do with that? I'm going to bring it to the fish person and be like, what do you want me to do with this? Like, I don't know, fish stick? Fish stick would probably work. I'm going to get like 6 of them, grind them up, bread that guy. Enjoy me a good fish stick. Another bullhead? Of course it is. Of course it is. Worth like a nickel. These guys are like hardly worth catching. Like, I almost just want to let them go, just so I don't freaking waste my time. There we go. And we caught a bullhead, and this one's 8 centimeters. Now, the other problem that we haven't run into, and we probably won't very often, unless I really feel like grinding, is that we only have 4 slots in our pail right now. Meaning, we can't just catch all of these fishes. If we are trying to catch a cutthroat trout, we need to conserve at least 1 slot for the cutthroat trout. Otherwise, we have to continually go back and forth to the fish mart. You know what? We're gonna do a little bit of a reset here. Well, one, we're gonna die. Hey, look, it's a bat. Oh, yep, and I'm dead. Excellent. Well, it was actually the quickest way to teleport back to town. So I will gladly thank the bat for killing me. Oh, good, 30. You're gonna give me 30 for that. Super. Why? Why would they all be over there? Why, game? Why are you abusing me like this? Come on, cutthroat trout. Eat the cutthroat trout chow. Come on. You can do it. I know you can. Oh my god. Oh, I pulled it out too soon. Angler, I'm gonna freaking rip your face off. Get out of my way. Oh god, one of you please just eat this bait. Oh god, it's even smaller! What happened to all the cutthroat trout? What is this thing? I'm catching a shrimp! What the heck? I was finding dozens of them earlier. It's all I could freaking pull out of the water. A goby! Oh god, you're gonna want more bait, aren't you? Oh, I'm so low on bait. Cutthroat! Cutthroat, cutthroat! No. Of course not. Why would it be a cutthroat trout? It's a tiny fish worth about a nickel. I only have to catch several hundred of them to be able to afford a nice lure rod. There we go. Alright, I'm gonna try something really quick. Let's see. We're gonna give this guy a good soft reset. Alright, so I gave the game a little bit of a soft reset by basically just resetting the Super Game Boy 2. The hope is that by doing this, I've reset the population of cutthroat trout that are in this area, so that hopefully, God willing, I can catch one of them so that I can go get this raft. this is going to be heavily edited, so I don't know how much footage I actually realistically have right now. Come on. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. Yes! Yes, 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 yes! I have been recording now for about 40 minutes. And this is like the first cutthroat trout I realistically have a shot at catching. Come on, 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 come on. Yes! Almost there. Right. There we go. Cutthroat. 26 centimeters. We, however, are not going to go turn him in for cash monies. We are going to walk back through the town and over to the individual who was citing that she was going to make fish for dinner. Well, it's lovely that you thought you were going to make fish for dinner. However, it would have been good to have the fish. Because, you see, she was going to send me out to get fish. I already beat her to it. Huh? Did Grandpa ask you to come? Please wait, I will prepare lunch right away. Would you catch me a cutthroat trout? You know what? Yeah. Here's your cutthroat trout. You came back at a good time. Please take this to my grandpa. You got lunch. Oh, I love lunch. I love lunch. Lunch is like my fourth favorite meal. You know, after like second dinner. And third dessert. Alright. I'm doing this for a reason, by the way. There's one way I want to sort of end this off that I think will be kind of funny. You came at a good time. This raft is my pride. Take it. Good, I can go to Lake 1 now. You got a raft. Alright, watch raft. You have collapsed. If you don't have any HP and you use the raft, you just collapse. I just want to show that off because I thought that was hilarious. Alright, I'm going to use the inn to restore my HP really quick. Mainly because I have to. I don't have a say in the matter. It has to be done. Alright. So now that I'm not dead, we're gonna get into the water here. You can actually fish while you're in the raft, which is I always found pretty interesting. Let's do this, and let's won't worry about it too much. So yeah, this is the sort of next stage of the game. We went through all that. It's been a solid 42 minutes of me playing. So you might be saying, wow, that was quite the lead up. Are we sort of officially fishermen now? And I'd say no. No, we're not fishermen, not until this next section. Wait for it. Oh god, that color's awful. I love it so much, it's so bad. Alright, here we go. Hey look, we're at the town, and boom! The raft broke! Pupil, I'm the pupil of the raft master. Oh, I am catching the master's habits. Ha ha ha. I believe that your raft was made by my master. I am embarrassed that your raft broke. Let me fix it for you. I bet on my life that I will do a good job. That's a true craftsman. Pupil of the raft master. How cool you are. Yes, thank you, Google Translate. So, this has been, and I got a teacup, by the way. Okay, anyway, this has been Legend of the River King. If you enjoyed the game, drop me a comment, let me know. If you didn't enjoy the game, if it was a big waste of everyone's time, also let me know. Because I'm going to start to mix in some weird ones here and there, and I think this one might get 1 or 2 episodes, who knows? Thank you so much for watching, as always. I really appreciate everyone who tunes into my videos. Have a great night.